Had 2.5 hours of sleep. I feel like it's so bizarre how I feel. It's hard to describe. I feel like I'm inside. I'm far away inside this package that of so many symptoms. Zero energy. Tonight is so loud I can't even hear myself. Just exhaustion too. Just so ill, so tired. My head feels like it's in a metal vice grip being squished tight. It's just insane how I don't crash and sleep and sleep and sleep. It's insane. My eyes hurt. My all my teeth hurt. I'm I really really feel like I'm headed quickly to losing all my teeth and I don't know why. All of my teeth, every root of every tooth hurts so bad and I feel like I'm going to lose them all and I don't know why. My jaw, I think, you know, I need to be assessed by Chiari specialist neurosurgeon here, but I think more importantly, my airway and jaw, my airway needs to be assessed. This isn't going to happen. None of this is going to happen unless someone comes in to save me. None of this is going to happen. Where do you think this is headed? Where do you think, how do you think this is going to turn out? The stress I'm under is just unbearable. Nothing is going to happen unless someone steps up to fight for me. And, and, like even if someone gave me the money, I'm too sick to travel somewhere to get health care and to, you know, no vehicle. And I'm too sick to go to another city or another province or another country and take cabs around a city or rent a car. I'm way too sick to drive. I'm too sick to navigate a city. I'm way too sick to scoot around a city to medical appointments. I'm so ill from not sleeping. Like I need someone to fight for me. I'm now part of the forgotten, right? Discarded, forgotten. Everyone has given up. It's too bad, that like years ago, I someone couldn't make me understand that your family is waiting for you to die. They've left you for dead. It's too bad I didn't understand that, because all the energy and that's been burned, all to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep hope alive, just to keep waiting for someone to come and fight for my life, to figure healthcare out, to figure this out, to get me help. Like all the suffering and energy that has gone into me just keeping going. All the pain and suffering. God, I'm so sick. My face, my teeth, my jaw, my head, my eyes, my ears. My gut is just so tight from being so sleep deprived. My hands and feet are numb. My arms and legs are heavy. The isolation is unbearable. There's so many things in this house that need to be done, and I could just fall down. I'm going to try to wash my hair and go for a walk once it's dried. Winter's coming. Maybe we'll have snow tomorrow. I wish I would have understood years ago that help isn't coming, and, you know, but even years ago, like let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, there's no way I could have made it to another city by myself to access medical care, because I was just off the wall and sleeping only 1 or 2 hours and in a state of severe trauma. And I'm still in a state of serious trauma. But, the state of just terror. And I was in acute withdrawal too from these drugs, from the prescribed medication. And my nervous system was just, 24/7, just, I was in a state of medical injury nonstop. There's no way I could have made it to another city by myself. And I don't want to lose after having fought for so hard, fought for so long, for, you know, all it took to survive this long. I don't want to lose after having fought for decades to get help. But also, my family has really harmed me as well. And my family has this notorious history of, really doing terrible things to each other and then pretending that nothing happened, and and walking in like nothing happened, right? One of the sisters is notorious for this, but everyone is everyone does this in my family. People will do terrible things to you and then act like nothing happened. And you can only do that so many times before you can't anymore, and you're really betraying your own soul. I remember in my 20s, in my mid 20s, my brother did something so, my brother betrayed me in a way with one of his friends for a year. They were doing something to harm me that was such terrible behavior for a sibling to do. And for that whole year, every time I saw my brother, he was laughing at me, and I didn't know what was going on. There was something going on behind my back. Him and someone else were betraying me in such a terrible, terrible way. And I had to make a decision. When I found out, I was just devastated. I couldn't, like this, my brother was not my friend. This was my enemy. I've never said those words. I've never thought those words. But what he did to me was so terrible, so betraying. It was the opposite of what a brother would do to a sister. We were friends. We hung out. We partied together. He was not a safe person to be around. And he was mentally sick from alcoholism. He was a year older than me, in his early mid-20s. And what he did to me, I should never have spoken to him again, but it would have harmed the whole family if I did that. My two of my sisters, they never would have spoken to him again had he done that to them. And I shouldn't have. But the harm it would have caused in my family if I completely stopped talking to him. And I did stay away from him. And then handful of years, 5 years later, we had children. And you know what it's like when you have small children. You want your children to be with their cousins and hang out. And then my sister did something to me 13 years ago, 12 years ago, unspeakable, unforgivable. The betrayal and just evil, unforgivable for a sister to do to another sister. Evil behavior. And then a few years later, she gets cancer, and someone calls me and tells me, and I put my shoes on and I'm running to go help her. This woman did the unthinkable to me, just evil. And there I am, running to put my shoes on to go help her because I hear she has cancer. What happens when I get really ill? What does she do to me? Unbelievable. And yet you still hope that these people can be normal and love you and try to help you. And you're desperate for them to help you get medical care. You forgive the unthinkable. You keep forgiving the unthinkable. And then my sister says to me, "Oh, why do you hate me? Why do I hate you?" Why do you do things to people that are unspeakable, that other people wouldn't even dream of doing to each other? Why do I hate her? I'm putting my shoes on to run and go help her? Why do you set people up to